In January 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My plan of care was complex. It involved many different things. I had chemo for months and months, and then moved on to surgery, radiation, and then oral chemotherapy. I also had support from nurse navigators, the social worker, the genetic counselor. All kinds of people were there to help me and root for me. So when you go through something like this, it really changes your perspective on life and of who you are and how you interact with people. I've learned that I want to live my life to the fullest and do really fun things, like really be present and do things with my friends, my family, and make wonderful memories and just really live and not just kind of sit around and watch.
I was diagnosed in 2020 with stage 3 liver cancer. They had never seen that type of cancer before. They have never treated that kind of cancer before. And they were afraid that this cancer was terminal. All the doctors and the nurses, they were like angels. They were there for me through my treatment, and they made me feel like I was not alone. CyberKnife was recommended. 2 weeks after finishing these sessions, I had another scan, and the scan showed that the cancer was gone. I feel wonderful, and I told myself that after all of this, anything I think that I want to do or anything that was in my bucket list, I'm going to try it, I'm going to do it, and I'm not afraid.
I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in early 2019. We had done some research on CyberKnife, and we saw the closest place with CyberKnife was MedStar. The treatments turned out to be 5, and they were 2 days apart. And so within a week and a half, I was completed with all my treatments. We could see that the PSA was continuing to go down to very, very low levels. And that's when I started feeling very, very good about how effective the CyberKnife treatment was. Thank you for the openness and the education that I received with respect to the treatments being considered for my prostate cancer. And I think we've cured it. Thank you.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer in April of 2022. Right after the diagnosis, it was really a whirlwind, but at the same time, I felt very reassured because I could tell very quickly there's a great deal of coordination that was happening behind the scenes by the staff of MedStar. I was not burdened with tasks of calling and making appointments. They were reaching out to me, they were coordinating appointment times, and they were making sure that I knew exactly where to be, who I was going to be seeing, and what I could expect during those visits. A cancer diagnosis teaches you how much strength you have as an individual and what you really can push through and overcome so that you can continue to lead a life and live the life that you were put on this earth to live.
In November of 2021, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. We have a strong history of cancer in my family. My mother in particular, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She also carried the gene, so me and my other 2 sisters knew that we were at high risk for breast cancer later on in life. Ultimately, I opted for a double mastectomy, and they came right in and gave me my options as far as like reconstruction surgery. In fact, some of those reconstructive procedures happened the same day as my double mastectomy. I didn't expect cancer to be the thing that changed my life, but I'm glad it's that, and that I'm still able to live and tell my story. I realized that life was short. I learned to live and love myself and enjoy myself every day and understand that I matter.
I was diagnosed with lung and brain cancer in 2019. The doctor gave me a choice. She said I could do it one way or I could do it aggressive. And I chose aggressive. They told me that my 3 treatments would be chemotherapy, radiation, and immunotherapy. It took a toll on my body. I was sleeping a lot, throwing up, but I was gonna fight it. I wanted to live for my family and my husband. I wasn't leaving. Today I feel wonderful. I'm glad to be alive, and I'm thankful for MedStar.